They cooking hair on or something.
I'm sending this shit to you now, dude.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics,
2 days in, man.
This crowd is
Putting
ready
niggas to
as
sleep.
their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
I got Bruce Lee, though. Yeah, Travis said the same thing.
Here we go. 180! 53! Mike, 53! Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, switch gears. Flag!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. 80! Check 53, Smart. No gain on this deep. 12. Hatchet. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 180! Come on, dude. Joker. Chance. 11. 53, check it.
On second down, a run with Breida. That one covers 29 yards, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, gun. One, Omaha. Go. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Two.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Hey, man, I'm about to go drink ass. Go get some bitches, man. Oh, there goes. I ain't got number 10.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Man, so
Shotgun now for Wentz.
No, they playing that one, man.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
No, you ain't ready for that at all. Come on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
No matter to me. I'm drinking scotch. Might as well go Scottish. We just downloaded it. Well, I just downloaded it 2 days ago. Yeah, I thought it just dropped. They told me this shit been out for a year.
From the 39, Wentz.
It's good, though. I like
the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Oh,
the
nice.
extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, I'll second, okay?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. I got them. 58, right over there. Right. Hey, gun. 58, right there. Watch the run.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, have a seat, baby. We're almost there. Hold on, right quick.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Wide, get wide. Undercrush. 21. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch out. I got you. Go ahead, go. Get hot.
Now they try the right side here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Give me some. X3, 218, jump. 65. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position.
Game time, baby.
This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating
Game
touchdown,
time,
I think they
baby.
carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football
I
now.
don't like
They have to feel
fighting with
great
him.
about their opportunity.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
He's going to show you in slow-mo, coach. That left hook.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Man, 5-7. It's going to be a long day. Like 56. Move. All day, clock. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Mother.
Now watch run, watch run. Let's 5-7. 6. Mike.
From the gun,
White
it's
power.
Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Yeah, me beat that right, too.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz, eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, me beat.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win
y'all
first
doing over
down.
there, man?
Make
Nate.
5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 4, check 4. Hey, gun. Ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. 51, Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Ship, watch the ship. Check. Lock.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. 21, 21. Whip. Watch the whip.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
White. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 58, right there. I'm going to come back to you.
I don't know how to throw big strikes, man.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Move the ball at least to people.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Nice.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
21. Here we go. 21.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Nice.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Nice.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 2. Hey, alert.
Nice.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey. High 7. You ready?
Looking to throw on second down.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
That was having a good one. Who up there broadcast?
Number 53. Mike 53. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 21. Mike 53. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, man. Hey.
Watch the run.
No, it said it. You listen.
Check.
Hey.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got
Hey, we got the Rams over, man. What are you trying to do?
Now, first down throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Hey, gun.
What you gonna do, man?
53's the Mike.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
6-7.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Yeah, we already know. They ain't doing him, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Down the man inside. Down the man. Let's go. Great. Please.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
49 is Mike 29. Check. Hey, order.
Wentz going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
This is big.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
I got you.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, gun. Let you know right now, you better bring. Hey, alert 3. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
This bitch is crazy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
So I don't know if they gave him to me.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
This motherfucker is crazy.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Wentz now on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180! Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check three.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
But he won't put you on the ground. I got to box you to do.
13. Check. Crunch.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do?
Man.
We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Nice.
Go.
Nice. Yeah, mate.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I'm hurt now. You hit.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice. Ooh.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, shoot.
Nice. 2nd and 12.
Nice.
Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That was mine.
Here we go. 80. 57. Hey, let's go.
Wentz.
That's an interception.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
2nd down and goal. Wentz to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful
Somebody
making some
make
noise
it,
for their defense.
I'm tired as a bitch.
Hey, exit.
Again, it's Wentz. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Like Draco.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal
Like the
for
Russian,
the 2.
baby.
They'll run
Like the Russian.
and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Good one, Coach.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, it's Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. And obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Here we go. Waiting. Switch it. Come on, switch it. West. Bravo.
What weight class you want? I know, but I'm asking you.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
You playing, Travis?
Back at once. You figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
He's landing a little bit.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton.
Okay,
and
we got to do
front Eagles touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fuck with me and get some money.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams.
Whatever you pick,
that's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
You want to the world?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
12, fellas, here we go. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey.
Garoppolo on first down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's time. 11. 13.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. On the right side, this is Miller. A second nice move. Touchdown, 49ers. Scott Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
He ain't gonna break the nose.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch twist. 81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Malone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Get this bitch up out of here. Get this bitch up out of here, man.
Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Who the hell is that dude?
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Okay, that's
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
He's got daylight. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 84 yards, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That's it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Say again. We doing it twice. This is my 2nd day on it, man. This is my 2nd day on it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating in that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Man, they let tackle go. Yes, sir.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 56. Mike's 56.
Oh, wow.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch.
What are you doing out there, man?
That catch good for 5. It's third down. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
Good job.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Timeout. Oh, well, you don't need that. First second of the game, Coach.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Cut. Hey, Steve 6. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Man, I got you. Mike's 56.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens.
Let's go, baby.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call.
It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Travis, if you ain't throwing, then don't throw it. If it ain't there, don't throw it.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
You ain't blocking, Coach. R2. R2, when you think he's on.
The San Francisco
offense
ready to start their next drive.
Critical
Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
You can hit him now, hit him.
Pass
There it is.
second and 10 from the 25.
There it is. Yeah, now your stamina hurt. Now your stamina hurt. You got to back up off of him. Watch your ball, man. You got to watch your ball. You got to watch your opponent's ball, too.
So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, they were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still
other than that fucking fumble.
Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
But who the fuck is your
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Malone was doing everything.
They'll drop to 0-2.
I can take you out.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week
you ain't
at
see the
home
catch he made
against San Francisco.
Oh, what a fucking
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody.
You're doing
we'll see
too
you
much.
next time.
Knockout punch coming. This is fun to watch right here. This is fun to watch. You ain't got no stamina, man. You gotta hold off for a minute. Hold off in the way. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. I want it. Ooh, no stamina. If you had stamina, you would have did something. Oh! You had no stamina. You don't have no stamina. You don't have no stamina. It don't matter. You don't have no stamina. You tagged. David, go ahead and shoot it, man. Tap it the left stick twice toward the opponent. It didn't matter. You was dead tired. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, come on with it, baby. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want. What the broadcast is? You got the broadcast. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might. Yeah, I broadcast. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, A floor. Brian. Hotel.
Yeah.
Lobby.
Right. Yeah.
Watch this broadcast, man. This fight shit is crazy.
I'm about to watch it in a second. Hold on.
That shit crazy as a bitch, man. This game is good as a motherfucker, for real. This shit good, man. I ain't know nothing about it, but I had AAX since I got this shit for free. Hold on. I don't care, David. You pick it. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Oh, ass whooping time. Ass whooping tonight. No, I don't want him again. Hold on, bro. I know. I got an idea, but I don't know where.
You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, I'm down to win.
All right, coach. Come up. Let's get with it. Let's get with this thing, man. This shit fun as a bitch, man.
It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Oh, shit.
You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running in down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big.
Oh, nice.
Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Beano. Think I'm part Italian. On Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. And a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check
Oh
up
my
on
God.
myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want.